buckle up because it is going to be a wild week for Bitcoin. We have a ton of things to talk about. Tariffs are going into place in just a couple days. We have unemployment data plus inflation data, which is kind of scaring the market. I think cryptos are us said it best. Brace yourself. We are in for a wild week with a lot of volatility to both the upside and the downside. We're going to talk about how to navigate this, guys. I promise we have a plan in place, but before we get started, welcome back to the channel. My name's Doc. Throughout the day, I'm a resident physician, and at night, and I guess early morning, I take you guys on my crypto and investing journey. Pretty wild weekend, kind of chopping things up. We're just going to get right into it because we do have a lot to talk about. This is Bitcoin on the 4-hour chart. Gosh, we've kind of been, I don't want to say ranging, but it kind of feels like we've just been ranging the past couple of weeks, right? We are at the same price that we were a couple weeks ago. Yes, we've had some ups, we've had some downs. Right now, we're sitting right around $82,000. And yeah, I think the market, this dip right here, and let me rephrase, I think, it is a pretty well-known fact at this point that the market is falling because this Wednesday is April 2nd, which is when all of these reciprocal tariffs go in place, specifically the auto tariffs. We're going to talk a little bit more about that in a second. Bitcoin sitting right around 82,000. It's been flirting. Last night it went down to 81, got back up to 82. A lot of alts have been going all over the place, and we're actually going to talk about alts too. We've been killing it making different trades. Again, stay towards the end of the video. We're going to talk about that. ETH, gosh, it feels like it's just been rough. 1,800, good friend of mine, Dustin, if you're watching, we were kind of joking a week or so ago, like, gosh, wanted to get ETH at 1,750. Looks like that's not going to happen. Well, the opportunity presents itself once again. Bitcoin dominance, gosh, it feels like it just keeps going up. Right now, we're at 62.4%. We got really close to 62.5. Benjamin Cohen from Into the Cryptoverse, he doesn't think this run is over, right? He thinks we could go all the way up to 64 or 66%. And when you zoom out, it's been quite the ride, right? This is the daily chart. Bitcoin dominance just keeps absolutely skyrocketing. If we look at the total three, this is the entire crypto market minus Bitcoin and Ethereum. Just had this downtrend, right? This is the daily view, and alts, it really feels like they have been bleeding. And guess what? That makes sense because Bitcoin dominance continues to rise. We're going to be watching that. The other interesting thing is this is the global money supply, right? This is all of M2 in the entire world. And it's at an all-time, I don't want to say it's at an all-time high, but gosh, it's been going straight up. And we suspect as these tariffs go into place, it could throw a wrench in things, but this is really important. It's eventually going to keep going up. And the Dixie is at 104. This is actually, if we go to a daily chart, this has actually had a little bit of a run up because we were in the 102s not too long ago. So we're going to be watching this. Obviously, we need the dollar to be weak for Bitcoin to do really, really well. We look at the crypto bubbles. Let's look at the daily chart. Walrus is up quite a bit. EOS is quite a bit. But when we go to the week, shows a different story, right? Most of the things are red here. Crow is up about 20%. That's because there were some rumors that they might be in an ETF, one of Trump's ETFs. They've since deleted the tweet, so we're just going to watch that. Okay, this is the big kind of chunky part of the video here. Today's Monday morning when I'm filming this. Doesn't matter when you're watching this because this is going to be relevant all week. So on Wednesday, we have the tariff announcements. These are the reciprocal tariffs. You've probably heard about like the vehicles that they're going to get hit with a 25% tax. Trump's gone back and forth on this. He said, like last week, he said there might be some flexibility. Then he said, we're going to stick it to anyone who's taxing us, essentially. I think the market's going to be volatile. I really, really do think about that. And we can already see that the Dow futures, right? The stock market isn't open yet here in the US, but the futures slide 200 points, right? So as Liberation Day, that's what we're calling Tariff Day, which is kind of silly. And then on Friday, we have unemployment data, right? The 4th. This is going to be interesting. I have a odd feeling that this could actually go high. This could be high, right? The other reason that I say that is like mortgage delinquencies right now are really starting to spike. People are saying there's like a 50% of a recession. I'm not trying to FUD. That's not my intent. I'm just trying to keep everybody informed. So we got to see how this week kind of plays out, because the tariffs are going to be really, really big, and then employment's going to be big. And then next week, we have another inflation date, more inflation data coming in. This is going to be really good for Fed Chair Powell, because they have a meeting in May where we're going to kind of decide like, hey, do we need to increase or decrease the federal funds rate? And yes, I said increase or decrease, because a lot of people are saying no rate cuts might be on the table for this year, and or maybe rate hikes. Now, personally, I do not think we're going to have rate hikes. I think we're going to get 2 rate cuts this year. Marty Party, he's saying that today the Fed's going to start rolling over their national debt, and then Tuesday, I actually don't think it's Tuesday, it's Wednesday. He got this wrong, but reciprocal tariffs are going to take effect. So we're going to see what's going on. But ironically, the reason I wanted to show this tweet is tomorrow marks Q2. And guess what? We've had a bad Q1. It really has been a tough Q1. If we go back and look at Bitcoin on the weekly, we can, let's just look at it on the monthly. Yeah, not a good Q1, right? If we put a line right here on January 1st, straight down, it's rough out here, right? This is the weekly view, or the monthly view, and then go to the weekly view, right? It's been a tough quarter, right? And this is interesting because this is not typical of Bitcoin, right? Q1 post-halving year. So we're going to watch this, but it really has been a tough start to 2025. All right. The other interesting thing I'm not seeing a ton of people talking about is the 10-year yield is collapsing. And this is not good. We were at 4.4 last week. There was concerns because it was spiking back up, and now it's falling all the way down below 4.2. You might be thinking like, Doc, I don't care about the 4-year yield, or the 10-year yield. Why are we talking about this? Well, this guy says it best, right? So someone was asking like, hey, Grok, can you explain this? He's like, bro, I'll do you one better. Basically, what this means is that there's a flight to safety happening right now, right? There's all these recession concerns. We have these big announcements with tariffs this week, unemployment data. So really what's happening is there's a flight to safety happening where smart money is moving to the safety of treasuries and gold. When there's rising demand for treasury bonds, the yield declines. This visual is showing the yield drop about 20 basis points. So basically, people are taking money out of risk assets. And guess what? We've seen that if we go back to the daily, people are taking money out, right? And they're putting it into safer plays until we get a little bit more clarity on what the macro picture is going to look like. And guys, right now, Bitcoin, it is super, super tied to the macro, right? Specifically stocks. Okay, the other thing we're going to talk about is, guys, down below is going to be my link to BTCC. We've been killing it on trading. Like, this has really been an awesome trading environment. I'm just going to scroll in on kind of my profits the past day. Made 150, lost 70, up 127, minus 46, up 344, down 63, down 24. But it really has been, if I would have left some of these trades on yesterday, to be honest with you, I was making dinner and I forgot to take them off. At one point, I think I was up over $500 yesterday. And all I've been doing is trading the Bollinger Bands, right? I go to the 30-minute chart, see like, okay, where is this on the Bollinger Bands? And then I go to the hour chart. And if these are both kind of low or high, I short or long the market, right? And it really has been that easy. One that I was looking at this before I was going to bed, but I was just way too tired to put this in. If we turn this back to the 30, yeah, this is, I was going to put a long in down here before I went to bed, and I should have, but your boy was tired. So it really is just that simple. I also do look at the RSI as well, but you could literally just trade the Bollinger Bands on a short time frame, and pretty much you're scalping here, right? So down below will be my BTCC link. You can get a 10% on first-time deposits, plus you get an extra 10 racks in bonuses. If you use my link down below, you get up to 40% lower trading fees, no KYC, no VPN. And what that really means is you don't got to give anybody your personal info. You can also do some wild trades up to 500x on Bitcoin, Solana, and Ethereum. They are a partner of the channel, so if you use the link down below, it helps me out. Also down below is our Discord group. Guys, we are absolutely building an awesome, awesome community here. Ton of alpha, completely free too. I have nothing to sell you at all. Link is going to be down below. This is me, InvestWithDoc.com. If you want to get to know me or contact me, that's going to be down below. Really appreciate everyone's support on the channel. Let me know, where's Bitcoin going this week? If you made it this far, it's been a busy week for me. So I know my videos haven't been posting as much as I normally do. We're getting back on the train. Ton of alpha this week. But if you want info faster, Discord down below. Anyways, guys, let me know. Tell me, honestly, I'm genuinely curious. I read all the comments. Where's Bitcoin going this week? Are we going to dip back, blow into the 70s? Or do you think we'll get into the 90s? We'll see. And I'll see you guys on my next video.